So before we start this video, a quick little disclaimer: please ignore any background noises and sounds because I cannot help them and I really want to finish filming this video today. Hello people, this is Sonali, the melodramatic bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with my birthday month book haul. As you know, July was my birthday month. I celebrated my birthday on July 24th and I got a lot of books. A lot of these were gifts. Some of them I bought. A lot of them were paperbacks and hardcovers, and some of them were ebooks. And when it came to the ebooks, I thought, okay, you're going to buy 2 more and then that's just 2 more to add to your TBR list. Like, I kept adding that and it became a lot. But okay, let's not get into that. But also, a very dear friend, Bindu, she gifted me this shirt. It says, I am silently correcting your grammar. I mean, I can be a grammar nerd most times. Not can be, I am a grammar nerd most times. But sometimes, many a times I just keep my mouth shut because I don't want things to go sideways. But she knows me so well and she gifted me this shirt and it fits so perfectly. Thank you, Bindu. Love you. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this video and let me share with you all the books that I got in July 2020. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. But before we get on with this video, I just like to say I make book related videos on this channel and occasionally a few travel related and a few movie related videos as well. Although I haven't done those in a while. But if you like what you see and you would like to keep up with my content, then please don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you can stay updated with my content as and when I upload them. And now it's time for me to show you all the books that I got and bought in my birthday month. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove these. It's going to be a job. Okay. I will put them here. No! We'll put them here. Okay. Okay, so the first book that I got in July 2020 was a book that I bought myself. It was an ebook. It's called A Murmur of Bees by Sofia Segovia. I have no idea. See, this is like, I sound like a broken record whenever I say this because every video I say I have no idea what this book is about, but I'm really excited to read it. But it's true. Like, what can I do? So as Google tells me, this is a Mexican fiction. It's a Mexican historical fiction about a child who has the power to change history in a country that is undergoing a revolution, not revelation, revolution. So I saw this and I saw the reviews on Goodreads and I was like, this looks really interesting and I'm going to buy it. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but I'm going to buy it. I hate myself. The second book is Joy at Work, Organizing Your Professional Life by Marie Kondo and Scott Sonnenschein. And this was sent to me by Pan Macmillan India and I will be doing a video review for it on my channel and I hope you stay tuned for that. As we know, Marie Kondo is a champion of the KonMari method of decluttering your life and decluttering your surroundings, I think. And in this book, she talks about how to declutter your work life and make it better, along with Scott Sonnenschein, obviously. And obviously, I wasn't one to, let it go. The amount of work that's on my head at the moment, I feel like I could benefit a lot from this. And I also hope that when I put out a review video, I hope that review video will help you pick this book up and that this book will help you as well. So that's a convoluted way of putting it, but that's exactly what I feel. So the next book was a birthday gift sent to me by Nandini from Read Dream Repeat on Instagram, and I can't thank her enough for this book because this author is one of my favorites. Like, I was raving about this author and she saw it and was like, okay, I'll send her a book by this author. The book is called Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. I will be buddy reading this with Nandini in August and I am so excited because I buddy read the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society with her in July and we had such a great discussion. I cannot even tell you. Like, I found out so many different perspectives, you could call it. Imagine Matt Haig's book getting that sort of treatment, and I get really excited by the very thought of that. And we are going to buddy read the hell out of this book, and I know we are going to love this book because Matt Haig is one such author. Okay, so the next 3 books were gifts from my parents. What actually happened was, I asked on Twitter for book recommendations because I was like, okay, in a couple of weeks I'm going to celebrate my birthday, so please give me book recommendations, and I'm planning to buy a few of them. And I got a few. So what happened was, the moment my dad saw this tweet, he called me up and he was like, okay, so I saw that you asked for book recommendations on Twitter and that you're planning to buy some. Tell me, I'll buy it for you as a birthday gift. And I was like, I have the best people in my life. Okay, enough drama, melodrama. So they bought me 3 books, which are Delayed Rays of a Star by Amanda Lee Coe. This was recommended by Sairam at Zany Anomaly. I really do think that this is an intriguing premise because it talks about womanhood, ambition and art played out against the shifting political tides of a 20th century. You're adding everything that makes reading sound very interesting and intriguing. Like, I'm not putting it in the right words perhaps, but I really found this intriguing, and I'm like, okay, I want this book. And Dad was like, okay, I'll get it for you. The next book is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I think I got that right the 5th time around. But yes, this is supposed to be a really heartbreaking story, and people have gone on rants, not against the book, but they were going to say, this book broke me, this book made me cry so much, this book is going to break your heart, you should be prepared, keep a box of tissues handy. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? This is the kind of book that I live for, so I'm going to be pretty ready when it comes, okay? And I'm going to thank you. I'm not going to pull you up for suggesting this book to me. Come on. Wait. The next book in this batch is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and I think it's been translated into English by Jeffrey Trosilo. This is a book that has been going around Bookstagram, and people have been like, this is beautiful and everybody should read it. I mean, this is so amazing. This is Japanese literature at its finest, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm going to read it. And I got my dad to get it for me. The next book that I got was Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I think I've spoken enough about this book because it's chef's kiss. So amazing, so beautiful. Like, Elizabeth Acevedo is one of my favorite authors of all time. Her writing, her narration is simply out of this world. So when I saw that Clap When You Land was at a decent price, I was like, obviously, and I bought it and I read it in July and I loved it. I mean, I did not love it as much as I loved The Poet X and With the Fire on High, but it was beautiful nevertheless. I was reading the Kindle edition while I was listening to the audiobook on Storytel, and let me tell you guys, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the next book was a review copy sent to me by the author Richa Gupta, and the book is called Slices of Life, and I just finished it yesterday from when I'm filming this video, and I think by the time this video comes up, the written review will also be up. And it's a collection of short stories, and it has varied themes, so there's a lot to unpack in this ebook, in this collection of short stories. So if the review is up, mostly it will be, I will leave the link in the description box below so that you can go ahead and check that out. The next 4 books I bought off of Flipkart because I was getting them at a very cheap price. I think that I got these 4 for around 500 change or something, 500 or 600 change, and I'm like, it's okay, I can it's my birthday month, I can do anything I want, and I went and bought them. The first one is As You Like It by William Shakespeare. See, I don't listen to a lot of Shakespeare, or I don't read a lot of Shakespeare as such, but I figured since I heard someone say that if you want to, you know, immerse yourself in Shakespearean works, then listen to the audiobooks while you read the books. So what I thought was I was getting this at a pretty cheap price. The next book on this batch is Postscript by Cecilia Ahern. This is the sequel to P.S. I Love You. And I did read P.S. I Love You a while ago, and I did enjoy reading it. I loved it. It broke my heart and everything. That's my interpretation of loving a book and enjoying it. Like, if I cry, I'm like, oh, I love this book so much. So I'm expecting to do that in this book as well. I mean, I know it's not, it's a lot of pressure, you know, on one book to break one's heart, but some do it very effortlessly. So I'm thinking that this will also be one such book. This follows Holly's life 7 years after Jerry has died. This gives me After You feels by Jojo Moyes, although in that Louisa Clark was not married to Will. But the third book in this batch is Everything Here is Beautiful by Mira T. Lee. This I just saw ratings on Goodreads for this book, and a couple of my friends also have rated this book, saying that it's beautifully written. So this is about Lucia Bach, who starts hearing voices. Older sister Miranda tries desperately to reach her. Okay. Novel of two sisters and the emotional journey through love, loyalty and heartbreak. The last book on this batch is Charlie Savage by Roddy Doyle. I had no idea what this book was about. I saw the cover and I fell in love with it. Just look at it. I mean, you can have a better look from here, I think. Yeah. So this is a very short book. It's not even 200 pages, I think. Apparently this is supposed to be really funny and bittersweet, and funny and bittersweet are two of the things that I really love the most. But to be honest, the cover did me in, okay? You shouldn't even be surprised by now, you know? The cover doing me in. So the next three books are gifts from my husband for my birthday, and let me go through them one by one. The first one is Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the second in the Devabad trilogy. The first is The City of Brass, which I have already read, but I feel like I don't remember anything from that book and that I need to read it again. So I've added it to my TBR again. So since I don't remember anything from The City of Brass, I'm not going to go and try and explain what this book is about. Only that it's the second in the series, and hopefully the second time around when I read The City of Brass and then this, I will remember them. The second in this batch is All the Lives We Never Lived by Anuradha Roy. This is, wait, let me see. This is war, nationalism and trees shape lives in unforeseeable ways in this novel about a family and a country struggling with enormous transformations. And I feel like this fits so perfectly in today's political scenario. But yeah, let's see how this one goes. It's going to be a while before I start reading this book, so we're gonna wait. The next book is The Song Rising, the third in the Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon. The second book, The Mime Order, was also ordered along with these three books, but that came in such a bad condition I cannot even talk about it. It was that bad. But this was also in such a bad condition, but we requested for a replacement, and this one is much better. No, it is in a brand new mint condition, so I'm really thankful for that, I think. So the reason why I wanted these books was because the fourth in the Bone Season series is coming soon. I don't know when. I think it's 2021. So I was like, I don't know if I will read this series this year, but I need them in my life. Which isn't really shocking because I do that a lot. The next four books I ordered from Amazon because I was like, I need more birthday gifts from myself. The first book is Hunted by the Sky by Tanaz Bhatena. This is a fantasy duology. I think this is supposed to be a duology if I'm not mistaken. This is set in a fantastically fictional world of Amber, and I just went through, and I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but yes, I'm really excited to read this, especially because so many people on Bookstagram have been like, Hunted by the Sky is one of the best fantasies to have come out this year, and I'm like, you don't have to speak much more, and I'm going to go and buy this book because it's my birthday and I can do whatever the hell I want. So the next in this batch is A Map of Days by Ransom Riggs. This is the 4th in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and this is like 500 pages long. What the... I mean, I don't even, but okay. So I'm supposed to be reading the second book in the series, Hollow City, this month in August, and I don't know, it feels like an easy read, but I don't know how long it will take me to come to this one, especially because why are these books so heavy? That's my first question. Like, whatever are you writing in there to make the series this long? Like, after this, there's one more book called A Conference of Birds, and that's the 5th in the series, and I don't know if the author is going to stop anytime soon. Okay, the next book is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. This is supposed to be a dark as hell book, and people have been like, oh my god, I couldn't stop crying as I read this book. It broke my heart, and I want everyone to read this book. So I'm like, see, you don't have to convince me any further. If you say this book is really good, it's 5 out of 5 stars for me, I cried a lot, I will go and buy it. So I bought this next book because it was selected as a book club pick for Drama Queenathon for the month of August, and that book is Evil Under the Sun by Agatha Christie. I've spoken about this in my August TBR pool video, and I think it's raining. And I feel like this is going to be such an amazing read, especially because it's Agatha Christie, no other reason. So this next book was sent to me by Bloomsbury India as a review copy, and a big thank you Bloomsbury India for sending me Destination Wedding by Diksha Basu, because this is garnering a lot of good reviews. A lot of people are enjoying it. Like, it's a fast-paced, fun read. This is something that I really need to get to soon and put up a review as soon as possible. But let's see how that one goes, because August is a crazy month, at least as far as my eye can see. So the next 2 books were birthday gifts from a dear friend, Kritika, at Ask the Book Bug on Instagram. I will leave her Instagram, the link to her Instagram profile in the description box below. Please do go and follow her. She writes amazing reviews, she has some amazing thoughts, and she's a gem of a person. The first book that she sent me was The Family Tree by Sarish Hussain. First off, the cover is stunning, to say the least. Okay. Secondly, this book is about Amjad, who has no time to mourn his wife's death. Sahil and Zara, his 2 small children, are relying on him. Amjad vows to love and protect them always. Years later, Sahil and his best friend Ehsan have finished university and are celebrating with friends. But when the night turns dangerous, its devastating effects will ripple through the years to come. For Zara, life has taken her small family in different directions. Will they ever find their way back to each other? Oh my god. Okay. This hits as hard as it hit me the first time. And this is the second time I'm reading this, and I'm like, okay, take my heart, no, I don't need it anyway. The second book that Kritika sent me was Finding Chika by Mitch Albom. I have never read Mitch Albom before, and I really want to read, but I will be reading one book by Mitch Albom in August. It's called For One More Day. Okay, it's raining, and the lighting is this fine? I think this is fine. Let's keep going. Yeah, Kritika knows what I like. Like, she sent me What We Talk About When We Talk About Rape last year, and I absolutely loved it. So I know that these 2 are also books that I'm really going to love. Please do not fall, okay? A big thank you to Kritika for gifting me these 2 books. I really appreciate it, and lots of love. So the next 2 books were birthday gifts from Murtaza over at PJ Wale Babu. I leave his Instagram links in the description box as well. You should go and follow him. He has the most wonderful books, the wonderful Funko Pops, and you can feast your eyes on them. He has an amazing account. So the first book that he sent me was Everything Under by Daisy Johnson. I will be buddy reading this with him. This is a story about a 16-year-old teenager who hasn't seen her mother in a long time, and the circumstances that bring that about, I think. And this was on my wish list for a long time before Murtaza came about and gifted it to me. So a big thank you, Murtaza, for gifting me this book. And the second book that Murtaza sent to me was The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This is the first in the Poppy War series, and the most amazing and awesome thing that I've heard about this book and this author is that she wrote this book when she was 19. What was I doing when I was 19? Languishing. To each their own, and I'm really glad she did, right? Because I have a feeling this is a grimdark fantasy, if I'm not mistaken. It takes a lot of historical elements, the Sino-Japanese war, and a lot of mid-20th century politics, and combines them into an amazing fantasy that will give me whiplash. It feels like oh my god. But okay, I don't know how exactly it's going to go before I start reading this book, so let's not heap expectations on any one book. I had such good natural light, and this stupid rain had to come and spoil it all. I had to switch on the tube light. And now it's all... Okay, so the next 3 books I bought off of a friend on Instagram, and she will be, sending them to me in a few days once the lockdown lifts at her place. So I'm really excited for them to make their way home, because they will be almost all the way into completing my Throne of Glass series, and I only need to get the last book in the series, that's Kingdom of Ash. So I'm really excited for them to come home. I realize I haven't told you the names of the books. Okay, that's me. The first one is Empire of Storms. This is the 5th in the Throne of Glass series. The second is Tower of Dawn, which is the 6th in the Throne of Glass series. And then there is a novella, I think, prequel novella sort of thing, and it's called Assassin's Blade. And all of these 3, obviously, they're part of the same series, and they have been written by Sarah J. Maas. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I did not like the first book, Throne of Glass, as much as people did. It was a tad repetitive, I felt, but the second and the third books, they had my entire heart. So the next book that I bought was after the whole reading rush fiasco. The book I'm talking about is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. This is about a black woman apprehended at a supermarket for kidnapping the child that she's actually babysitting, and how the lady who has hired her, a feminist blogger with the best of intentions, resolves to make things right. I have heard good things about this book even before all of this happened, and it had been on my wish list. The next book that I got was another Agatha Christie, and that is The ABC Murders. This is also a Poirot novel, and a facsimile edition like Evil Under the Sun. I love these editions, okay? One day I want to own all the facsimile editions of Agatha Christie books. Like, I don't care for the paperbacks anymore. I want the books in these editions. So slowly we'll get there. The next 3 books is a trilogy by Blake Crouch. It's called the Wayward Pines trilogy. The first is Pines, the second book is Wayward, and the third book is The Last Town. And I've heard a lot of good things about Blake Crouch's writing, and that it's fast-paced, it's thrilling, it's gripping, and I think a few friends also, I saw reviews by a few friends on Goodreads which pushed me into buying these 3 books. It's like I'm buying a lot of series, but not even sure when I'll be finishing all of them. I need to make a list. Maybe I'll make a video also about it. Who knows? I don't know. What am I? I'm nothing. The next book is a pre-order. I ordered A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown, and this is the first in a 2-book series. It's first in a duology, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I've been hearing so many good things about this book on Instagram that I was like, I don't care. I've bought this in July, but it's going to come in August, but I bought this in July. The next 2 books are books by Teresa Driscoll, and these are ebooks that I bought off on Amazon. Obviously, Kindle ebooks. Not obviously. What's so obvious about that? But yeah, I bought 2 Kindle ebooks by Teresa Driscoll. The first one is The Friend, and the second one is I Am Watching You, and both of these are supposed to be really fast-paced thrillers also. I don't know, it looks like I'm on a thriller mood in July. who's complaining though? I have never read Teresa Driscoll so far, and neither have I read Blake Crouch. So we're on the last leg of this video, so I'm just going to ignore that stupidity, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Because the next book was sent to me by a dear friend who filled my life with sunshine when she sent me this. And every time I speak to her is also like it puts a smile on my face, and so it's absolutely perfect that she calls herself Sunshine. So the book I'm talking about is The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. This, I've heard so many good things about this book, but before we get on to that, just look at this beautiful cover. I mean, I went when I got this, and I'm like, thank you. I love you. I love you so much. Hiram Walker is born into bondage on a Virginia plantation, but he's also born gifted with a mysterious talent that he won't discover until he's almost a man. Okay, I don't need to read anything else, because yeah, this is about 400 pages, which I can get through in like 2-3 days. Should I pick this up? Should I like push my August TBR pull out of the room and shut the room and just start reading this? The next book that I bought was also a pre-order. It's called The Empire of Gold. It is third in the Devabad series by S.A. Chakraborty, and I figured since I have the first 2 books, why not get the third book as well? Even though I get the book in August, it's like I haven't bought it in August. I bought it in July. It just came home at that time. What can I do? But yes, so once that comes, I think I'm going to, start a reread of The City of Brass and then go on to Kingdom of Copper and Empire of Gold. It's going to be fun because I'm going to be able to read through the whole series at once. So I'm really excited about that. So the last 2 books are ebooks, which I bought just because I wanted to even out the number on my books I need to read list, on my TBR list. I'm that crazy. So the first book is What Lies Between Us by John Marrs. This is supposed to be a thriller. Another thriller? Like, are you even surprised by this time? Like, this book haul seems to be like a thriller haul. But I did check the reviews on Goodreads for this particular book before I went ahead and bought it, because I don't want to, just buy a book at random and then be like, why didn't I check the reviews before? Because this is an author I have never read before, John Marrs. No. And the last book of my July book haul is a Sudha Murthy book, which I bought blindly because Sudha Murthy is love. She feels like home, and her stories are beautiful. They're amazing, and I love her stories so much. The book in question is The Bird with the Golden Wings, Stories of Wit and Magic by Sudha Murthy, obviously. And I feel like her stories are very easy to read. Like, I could breeze through them in like 3 hours. So that was another reason why I bought her book, because I'm like, if I were to read her book, I could finish it like this. So it's fine. Buy it. It counts, but it also does not count. And I don't know what the logic behind that was, behind that thinking, but I'm sure there was something. Okay, so those were the books on my July book haul. The books that I got as gifts, the books that I bought, the books that were sent to me by publishers, everything. But a big thank you to the publishers for sending me those 2 books. Also a big thank you to everyone who gifted me books for my birthday. You know how much books mean to me, and you sent me books and you made me happier than ever, because I needed that happiness in July and you gave it to me. So thank you, and I'm really lucky to have you all in my lives. I love you all, and I hope you stay happy, and I hope I can give you the same happiness that you have given to me. That's all I will say. I hope you like this video, and let me know which of these books you have read, which ones I should prioritize, and which ones you would like to read, which books did you get in July, and which ones you're planning to read. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.